All right, it's getting ugly, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting ugly, right? I want to ask y'all this, man, as Vikings fans, right? If we happen to trade Danielle Hunter, is it official that the Vikings are in a rebuild? Is it official? Because you can call it competitive rebuild. You can call it whatever type of rebuild you want. But the fact still remains that it's going to be a rebuild at that point. I mean, at some point, when you start getting rid of all of your veterans that contributed to this franchise in the past 5, 6, 7 years that made us have a successful franchise. Now, we might have not have won a Super Bowl yet, but you know what? The Vikings are always competitive year in and year out for the most part. All right. Like I said, being a Vikings fan, man, you can almost guarantee that I'm going to win 7, 8 games and at least be able to talk trash for at least 7, 8 times throughout a season, right? Now, we get rid of Danielle Hunter. So there's a report that came out from Fowler on ESPN, and it says that the teams cannot come to a medium, man. They just can't meet, right? And one thing is for certain, that Danielle Hunter is not going to play under this current contract. Okay, I understand that. Y'all have heard me. I've expressed it plenty times that I feel Danielle Hunter when it comes to the contract thing. It's like, listen, if the Vikings can't figure it out, he does deserve to go somewhere where he's appreciated and paid. Now, there's an instance of maybe the Vikings just don't have the capital to pay him due to things that happened in the past with Rick Spielman, Mike Zimmer, all of them kind of messing up the money for the right now. Like, they messed it up for the right now. And there's just certain things that can't be done, right? Because, again, we have a ton of big contracts on the horizon. I already went down this list. TJ Hawkinson. Kwesi loves him, wants to make sure he stays a Viking. Justin Jefferson, the obvious one, right? Christian Darrisaw. Those are 3 guys right there that are going to take up a lot of the cap space in the next coming years. Now, I also said that when you get rid of Danielle Hunter, it's going to take a couple guys to fill that void, right? Because you don't just get rid of a player like Danielle Hunter and think that the next man up mentality is going to work. It just don't happen like that, right? Now, again, anything can happen. Anything's possible. We like to think like that as Vikings fans and like to think like that as NFL fans in general, man. A lot of fan bases, the fans like to think that hey, the next guy, Joe Smo, sitting behind him can come in and be that dude. But the reality is the chances of that is this big, right? So we got to talk about it, man. The Vikings open the door. They're ready to work some options and see what they can get for Danielle Hunter. Now, I want y'all to drop in the comment section what you believe we should get for Danielle Hunter, saying that we ship him out. What is his worth, right? Is it worth? Some people will say a first-round pick. Some people will say a third-round pick. Some people say get whatever you can get for him. He's old and let's get rid of him. He's injury-prone. But I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like if we trade Danielle Hunter, we should definitely get nothing less than a second-round pick and a player. All right, a second-round pick and a player, nothing less. If we get anything more, then, hey, I'll be happy with that too, obviously, right? But, hey, second round and a player. That's what I want to see from this deal. It's definitely gonna be a sad thing seeing Danielle Hunter leave. Only because I know what he brings to the table, and I know as long as he's healthy out there, this dude is a monster, bruh. And I know for a fact that I like DJ Wanham. I like Patrick Jones, but I also know realistically they aren't Danielle Hunter. And, we're going to go into this season with the hope factor. And one thing y'all know about RAP, man, I hate the hope factor, man. I hate having to hope that a player is going to do good when you actually have a guy that we know is good and that can actually bring value right away. You don't have to think about it. You can go to bed at night knowing that if 99 is lined up on Sunday, he's going to apply pressure to the quarterback. Now, for the other guys, hey, it might happen, it might not, but the chances of it not happening are a lot more likely. And I don't like stuff like that. When you're talking about a rookie or something like that, that's different. But when you're talking about guys that have been in the league 2-3 years, we actually know what they bring to the table for the most part. Okay, now there is instances where guys hit their stride in their second year, third year. Hey, we'll see what happens, but it's going to be sad, man. And I got to say, if we get rid of Danielle Hunter, bro, the rebuild is official, okay? I'm tired of hearing all the, we're not in rebuild mode. Yes, we are, okay? If we get rid of Danielle Hunter, we're in rebuild mode. And as of now, like I said, the reports came out on ESPN that the Vikings are ready to move on now, man. They can't come up with a deal. It won't happen. Danielle Hunter's definitely not playing. He's doing a hold-in. He's at practice and stuff, but he's not getting involved, like rightfully so, man. So it's a bittersweet situation because I understand Danielle's pain, and I also understand that the Vikings have other things they have to, prioritize. So we'll see what happens, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the comments. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.